Hello my fellow HOI4 gamers. If you're like me, when the DLC first came out, well, you had a bunch of problems with supply. And well, I'm gonna be here telling you how this new system works. But first of all, I still think the supply hubs are way too expensive at 20,000 per one, and railways still expensive. But let's get started with the supply system. Now, well, every province now has, you know, this supply, and it tells you how much it has. Like this province right here has 1.83 units of supply, and your units, if you hover over them, well, they tell you how much supply they need. So with the old system, let's say you want to stack a lot of units in one province to do a tank attack, well, to another province. This will no longer work because the province will not be able to supply all of the necessary, material for this offensive. So now you will need to space out your units a lot more because, well, your breakthrough stats will be diminished. It's like if you're on low supply, it's minus 50% breakthrough, and yeah, the tanks do need this breakthrough, so you can no longer do this. Now, how do you increase this magical supply number? Well, this is pretty easy. Uh, well, you could build more factories. That this will increase your well, the amount of supply in the province or as a whole. I'm not really sure on that. I think it does add universal stats, but it's mostly province, not province stat, state stats. Now, what else increases those stats? Well, fighting in states with a lot more population. So if you were to be fighting, I don't know, here in Yamaldia, 22,000 population, not a lot of population. This place is, well, not for fighting. So look at all this marshland and, oh god, this is a terrible place to fight. Now, how do you use your railroads? How does your army get its supplies? Now, a lot of people think that they will go to construction, they will get on the railways, and they will build a railway all across their front line, and they think that troops will get supplied this way. No, they don't. Railways don't really count. The only, well, useful thing about the railways is that you can connect your railways because your supply comes from the capital. You connect uh, your railways with the capital, and you upgrade the railways between, other supply hubs, and that will increase the flow of supplies. Do you get me? And well, you should be upgrading your railways more often because a railway, let's say you're fighting in the east, all of these railways are level 5. But this one, or this one, is still level 2. This will be the bottleneck. There is a cool feature, right? If you click on the supply hub to automatically upgrade the railways that are connected to the supply hub, which makes it a lot more easier. Now, you see this little stat here, your logistical fulfillment. You notice that there is trucks. Damn it. Now, a lot of people would think that the system is broken because why are they not using trucks to supply the units? And you will have to do this manually. Let's get this army here. You see, now there's a lot more features here to attach your army to. There is, air wings. Now you can assign railway guns. But here is the motorization priority. Right now, this army is, well, supplied by cavalry. This in 138 division. If you click this, now they're prioritized by motorized trucks. And if you click this again, it will prioritize them even more. So, how does this system work? Well, it changes the supply hubs that are near these units. Now, these units, in order to get supplied, the automatic system will select the supply hubs and change their motorization level. You get me? Good. Now, if we 5-speed this, there we go. We will need 2,100 trucks for this entire army to be supplied. Now, you can also construct infrastructure which will improve the flow of supplies and, well, the cap of supplies, in provinces. 40 with divisions now eat up a lot of supplies, and I do mean a lot of supplies. Making strong, smaller units is kind of the meta now. So anyway, I hope this video helped. For anyone that, doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and he's doing this, building railways all across their front line. That does not work. Oh, I almost forgot. If you're watching this right now, what's the date? November 26th, 2021. The current meta for supplying your armies is transport planes. You can supply 30 divisions, like the starting army. Like imagine you want to supply the starting army of Germany when it's encircled. Just put on the province 200 transport planes with, transporting supplies, and they will be fully supplied. Goring can officially now supply the troops at Stalingrad. It's a bit broken. It should be fixed. And, oh yeah, it will be nerfed. And also, something else that I noticed is encirclements are kind of useless now. Because for some odd reason, enemies can get full supply in enemy territory. I was playing a game, I was doing the Soviet Union achievement. I encircled, well, a lot of Japanese units here, but there was a supply hub somewhere that I built, and well, they seized it, but for some reason they were still being supplied, like over 30 units still being supplied, like in this kind of province. How are they being supplied? And also, encircled units don't lose, like, all of their organization. They still retain organization. A lot of it. I don't know. It should be ironed out. It shouldn't be this way. Encircled units are encircled units for a reason. Well, that's all there is to it. Have fun, boys.